As you undoubtedly already know, nothing denigrates a relationship, nothing erodes the culture of a team as lack of trust. Trust is the glue of life, as Stephen Covey said. It is the most essential ingredient in effective communication. It's the foundational principle that holds all relationships together. Trust is something that exists between people, but it is rarely documented and it seldomly is discussed, productively that is. There's a metaphor that I learned from Shopify CEO Toby Lutke. I always get his name wrong, but it's Lutke. And that can help you communicate the importance of trust in your relationship and team culture. And you can use it to make some otherwise hard conversations a little bit easier. The concept is this. Everybody has a trust battery between them. And your charge is different with different people. And their charge is different with different people as well. For instance, Ralph may be at 85% with Mary, but only 40% with Robert, while Robert might be 25% with Alicia and 65% with Alex. So let's say somebody is newly brought into a team or an organization. So based on the hiring and vetting and onboarding process of the organization, you can assume that the trust battery of that new person being brought in and vetted by the organization comes in at about 50%. Then every time that new person interacts with or works with different team members, their trust battery charge either charges up or is drained down based on their behavior, their commitment to their word, the quality of their work, etc. When the trust battery is high and has lots of power, work gets done easily and efficiently. When the trust battery is getting flat, cooperation is low and misunderstandings reign. A low trust battery is the core of many personal disputes at work. When the battery is drained, things quickly get judged harshly. Intuitively, we know that we trust each person that we meet with varying degrees. But often the discussion around trust is you either do or you don't trust someone. Or you are asked, do you trust me or don't you? As if it's black or white, on or off kind of thing. The answer might be, I trust you 85%. And that other 15% is what we're talking about right now. You see, the trust battery is a mental model that helps you think about and visualize these different levels of trust that we have between each other. Most importantly, it helps you talk about the working relationship and trust issues between team members in a more transparent and comfortable way. Here's how most conversations go. People approach difficult conversations with something like, we need to talk about the trust issue between us. All start. I have a feeling that you don't trust me, or I'm not sure if we trust each other. Now, that's not horrible, but still it comes across as blaming or criticizing, particularly since there's obviously mistrust between the two in the conversation. Alternatively now, using the trust battery reference, you can say, I have a feeling that our trust battery is running flat. I would like to discuss how we can recharge it. The magic here is using the trust battery reference as a third-party device. The direct attention, the you versus me, is removed and now placed on the conceptual object, the trust battery, detaching much of the emotion from the conversation. To help you practice this, I have prepared an exercise for you. It's one that you can do with your team, family, group of any kind that you work with, play with, volunteer, or associate closely with of any kind. The point is to give you and your team an honest assessment about what your trust battery level is with other people on the team. You need members who are open to receiving and are courageous enough to give clear and candid feedback. I recommend limiting a group of people to maybe 6 to 8 max. There's a link for you to download the worksheet that I have prepared for you below. And then further instructions are written on the worksheet for you. If you muster the courage to do this, to have this discussion about where everybody's trust battery is with each other, I think you will find this to be one of the most enlightening and productive experiences you've ever had with your team, your family, or your association group. The key to it is setting up an environment for, asking vigorously for, and providing permission to give real, honest, and radically candid feedback. At the time, it might feel like you're being brutal, but being really honest with others in a designed encounter like this is the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing that you can do. It immediately eliminates all the toxic, passive-aggressive, undercurrent and unspoken angst and anxiety that traffics amongst any group of human beings who associate closely with each other. So, be courageous. Do the exercise with those that you care about and want to be closer to and more productive with. Who's going to do it? Declare yourself, write Candor Courage, hashtag Candor Courage in the comments below if you're going to do the exercise.